If you find yourself resisting the surrender of sleep, feeling that rest has no place in your life, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. There is a sense that sleep simply has no room in my life. Going to sleep is something I genuinely dread. Sleep feels like something unnecessary or even like a waste of time. The thought of letting myself become unconscious makes me deeply uneasy. I am afraid of what could happen to my body while I am asleep. Sleep leaves me feeling vulnerable and completely unprotected. Trusting that it is safe to surrender to sleep feels impossible. There is a resistance to returning fully into my body. When I try to sleep, a disconnection from my body sometimes appears. My life does not seem to have clear beginnings and endings. Time feels like it continues without any pause or structure. My days do not build on one another or seem to lead anywhere. Life presents itself as a never-ending timeline without rest or reset. Trapped in a continuous state without relief is how I sometimes feel. A place where I can safely let go and rest does not seem to exist in my life. Making space for sleep and allowing rest to exist is something I want. Letting the day end and surrendering to sleep, I want to feel that safety. I recognize that these are experiences arising within my awareness, not truths about who I am. Even though a part of me believes sleep has no place in my life, and that surrendering to it is unsafe. And I feel this resistance and fear moving through my awareness. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel right now. I notice that bedtime is approaching and a familiar tightness begins to form in my chest. I tell myself that sleep is a waste of time, that I have too much to do. I feel a sense of dread as the day winds down, like I am losing control. I am uneasy at the thought of letting myself become unconscious. I feel afraid that something bad will happen to my body while I am asleep. I feel so vulnerable and unprotected when I think about closing my eyes. I feel like I need to stay alert to keep watch over myself. I do not trust the darkness or the stillness. I feel disconnected from my body, like it is separate from me. I lie down, but my mind keeps racing, my body feels tense. Notice how this feels in your body. I think about how my life feels like one long, unbroken line with no rest. I feel trapped in a continuous state, with no beginning or end to my days. I feel like there is no safe place to let go and just stop. I am so tired, but I cannot let myself rest. Breathe into the heaviness. I feel angry that I have to do this, that I have to give up my waking hours. I feel a deep sadness that there is no pause button, no real relief. I notice my mind is the one telling me these stories about sleep. I feel a knot in my stomach when I think about surrendering. I am scared of what I might miss or what might happen without me. It can feel like a battle I have to fight every night. It feels like a pressure, a tight band around my head, this resistance. Let the body soften a little. I feel completely alone in this wakefulness. I am desperate for rest, but my whole being is saying no, it is not safe. I am here with this tightness and this fear, and I do not need to change it. This experience of resistance can be here, and I am still here too. I am not collapsing into this feeling, I am simply noticing it. Underlying beliefs. Sleep is a waste of precious time and productivity. Being unconscious means being out of control and vulnerable to harm. My body is not a safe place to inhabit, especially when I am not awake to manage it. Life is a relentless, unstructured demand that offers no natural breaks. I must remain vigilant at all times to stay safe. Rest is something that must be earned, and I have not earned it. If I let go, everything will fall apart. This pattern of hypervigilance and resistance is an old identity, a protector role I adopted to feel safe in a world that once felt unpredictable, and while it once served to keep me alert, it is no longer aligned with who I am now, and is a structure I am outgrowing. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I am sorry to my inner child, who felt that rest was not allowed, and that staying alert was the only way to be safe. I am sorry to my inner child, who felt so disconnected from their body and afraid of what might happen if they let go. I am sorry to my inner child, who felt trapped in an endless day with no promise of a gentle end or a fresh start. I am sorry to my inner child, who had to carry the weight of constant vigilance, believing no one was there to keep watch. Inner child speaks. It feels a little softer knowing you are here with me. I did not know anyone could see this struggle, it felt so lonely. Adult speaks. I give you permission to rest. I give you permission to feel safe in your body. I release any guilt and fear you carry about sleep. I honor our journey together through every restless night. I love you. You are safe to let go and be yourself because I am here now, always protecting you, and these feelings of fear and vulnerability are just passing experiences, not the reality of who you are. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. The fear of sleep is a wave of sensation and thought in the vast ocean of your awareness, and you are the ocean, not the wave. The belief that sleep is unsafe is simply a pattern the mind learned long ago. And patterns can gently dissolve. In the light of awareness, your inherent wholeness does not depend on whether you are awake or asleep. It is the constant, silent, and untouched witness of both states, and in that truth there is immense calm and freedom. The ask, inner child. I allow myself to feel the bed beneath me right now, to notice its support without needing to fall asleep. I give myself permission to feel the weight of my body, just for a moment, and notice that it is okay to be heavy. Adult self. I am here with you as we approach the edge of sleep, and I am choosing to stay present, to breathe, and to let whatever happens next be okay. We can simply notice the breath, without trying to make anything happen, and trust that we are connected and safe. Higher self. I allow this experience of rest to find its own rhythm, its own timing, unfolding in the body exactly as it needs to. I release all control over how and when safety is felt, trusting that awareness remains steady and whole, while these sensations and impulses arise and pass on their own. Bridge into your new reality. Before, bedtime felt like a looming threat. And now there is a simple moment of noticing the pillow, a small point of contact that feels neutral. I used to feel my body as something to manage or escape, and now there is just the sensation of a breath moving in and out on its own. Where there was once a frantic need to stay alert, there is now a quieter observation of the passing thoughts, seeing them as clouds, not commands. Reclaim your power. I reclaim my power from the belief that I must be vigilant at all times, choosing instead to trust the awareness that witnesses both vigilance and rest. I embrace the learning that comes from simply being with this experience, and I honor my inherent capacity to meet each moment with compassion, knowing the self that witnesses it all is untouched and free. Seeing it done. I imagine myself now approaching the end of the day with a quiet ease. I see myself lying down, and instead of a battle, there is a simple letting go. My body feels heavy and warm, sinking into the mattress as if it is the most natural thing in the world. My breath is soft and rhythmic, and my thoughts are like distant sounds that fade into the background. There is a gentle boundary around the day, a soft closing of a chapter, and I feel a calm acceptance as I drift into the quiet unknown, held by a trust that I am safe and whole. This new experience arises in consciousness, and I am the stable witness of this peace. I am so deeply rested, it feels like my whole body is smiling from the inside. I love the gentle transition into sleep, the soft boundary it creates, and the fresh feeling of a new day beginning. My body knows exactly how to rest, and I trust it completely. This way of relating to sleep is ordinary and safe. It is a quiet, non-dramatic part of my day, as natural as breathing. Now experience a new future. Imagine now or simply feel. The end of the day arriving, the light is soft. I am walking toward my bedroom and my body feels tired in a natural way, not a frantic way. There is a gentle pull toward the bed. I sit on the edge. I feel the fabric of the sheets under my hands. It is cool and familiar. I notice my breath is calm. I am not trying to calm it. It is simply slow. There is no tightness in my chest. There is just the sensation of sitting here. I lie back. My head rests on the pillow. It is soft. It supports me. I feel the weight of my blanket. It is a gentle pressure. It feels safe. I am not afraid of my body. I notice my feet. They are warm. They are relaxing. I notice my legs. They are heavy. They are sinking into the mattress. This heaviness feels good. It feels like letting go. My stomach is soft. There is no knot there. There is just the rise and fall of my breath. My hands are open. They are not clenched. They are resting. I think about the day. The thoughts come and go. They do not stay. They drift away. I am not holding on to them. There is no pressure to be productive. There is no need to stay alert. I feel a wave of tiredness move through my body. It starts in my face. My jaw relaxes. My forehead is smooth. It moves down my neck. My shoulders drop. They were not even tense. They just let go a little more. The wave moves down my arms. It reaches my chest. My breath gets even softer. I feel a sense of quiet. It is not empty. It is full of calm. I am not worried about what will happen. I am not thinking about being unconscious. I am just here. I feel my heartbeat. It is slow. It is steady. It is peaceful. I feel held. I feel the bed holding me. I feel the darkness holding me. It is not a threat. It is a soft space. I am not alone. I am here with myself. My body is not separate. It is me. It feels good to be in it. I feel complete. The day is done. I do not need to watch. I do not need to guard. Everything is okay. I feel a gentle drift. It is like floating. The thoughts are very far away now. There is only the feeling of sinking into softness, sinking into quiet, sinking into rest. It feels normal. It feels safe. It feels like this is exactly where I am supposed to be. There is a deep, quiet satisfaction, a sense of completion, a sense of ease, and then there is only peace. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There's nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.